Welcome back to my channel. My name is Jen, and today is a very special day. It is my 3-year anniversary doing YouTube. So on January 30th of 2022, yes, I put up my very first video. It was a Baker Creek seed haul, and I've been wanting to do YouTube. I think I've told this in previous videos. I've wanted to do YouTube for several years, and I just had to dive in. And the video is rough. A lot of my first videos are rough. I kind of didn't find my groove for quite a while, but I think I'm here now, and I am super excited that I decided that day just to make a video and put it up. No matter what it looked like, no matter what I sounded like, I just did it, and I'm so happy that I did. I won't lie to you. I did not realize that it was today. So I thought I had this entire weekend to record this video because I've been planning on it. I usually make some notes and try to figure out the outline of videos that I'm doing, so I kind of have a little bit of an idea of how I want them to look or be. I started working on this last weekend thinking, you know, I would record it on Sunday. Didn't get around to it. And then I thought I'd have this weekend. And then today I looked at my date book, and it's the day up. It says right there in my date book, 3-year anniversary. I was like, oh. So I'm like, dude, you're gonna have to sit down and you're gonna have to record it. You're gonna have to edit it and get it put up because it's gotta go up today. I usually put it up on the day of my anniversary. So January 30th, 3 years. Wow. I want to thank, I know some of you are OG subs and you've been here since like the very first video. So thank you. I kind of am like tearing up a bit thinking about you guys sticking with me for that long. I really don't know what to say except thank you, and I'm glad that you found me, and I'm glad that we're friends. It's the main reason why I continue doing YouTube, because it's a lot of hard work, and I have all these ideas all the time that I want to put up so many videos. Like literally right now, I think I have 20 videos I've recorded and they're waiting for me to edit them. I'm not even exaggerating. Editing is like the bane of my existence. I don't want to do it. It's a dream of mine someday to be able to be making enough money doing YouTube. I can pay someone else to edit my videos, because there are some YouTubers that do that. They get so big, they do the recording and then they hand everything off and pay someone else to edit. And I would just love that. That would be like awesome, because editing is probably the worst part of this. Trying to make a video decent enough, editing out all the butts and the pauses where you're just like, okay, you lost your train of thought, like all that stuff's edited out of the videos. At least I try to edit all that crap out so that my videos are not 3 hours long, because as you all know, well, I'm already 3.5 minutes in and I haven't even talked about anything I wrote down on my outline. So I'm a long-winded person, so I have to edit a lot. So maybe I should make that one of my intentions this year for YouTube, is to shut my mouth. I have done 2 of these other videos, my 1-year anniversary and my 2-year anniversary. So I actually have a playlist now, so I'll make a playlist of my YouTubeversaries. But isn't that cool? As of today's date, I believe I looked this morning when I realized it was my anniversary. I have 3,406 subscribers. So that's pretty cool. I can't remember what I had last year this date, but I won't really, since I've done other videos, I kind of rewatch those, and I won't dive into some of the stuff that I dived into those. So if you're interested in how you become monetized or how much money I made, like the first year I was monetized, that'll be in the other videos. So I'm gonna try to do something fresh, a little bit new, so that it's not the same video year after year. But at the same time, I do want to still put in here how grateful I am to all of you. Last year when I put up my YouTubeversary video, I explained to people how you actually make money on YouTube. So I will explain it again, because the amount of money I made in that month of people watching that video went up like really fast, but then it slowly dropped back down. So the way you make money on YouTube is the ads. So when an ad pops up in the middle of my video, and that little word skip at the bottom, if you click that and skip over the video, I don't make anything. So please watch an ad or 2. That's a great way to support me. If you like my channel and you like what I'm doing, just watch an ad or two. I've actually had a couple of really close friends. I love them so much. Thank you. They will actually, like when they're doing cleaning or dishes or something, they will put on one of my playlists and just Ben's home. Oh, so I was saying that I have some friends that they'll actually put on a playlist of mine and just let it roll. So they're doing stuff, they're not really paying attention, they've already watched the videos, but they'll put them on when they know that, you know, they could be, you know, some of the ads will pop up and they can make me a little bit of dough. So thank you. I appreciate you for doing that. But that's a thought. My husband did it too in the beginning. He tried to get me some of my hours. He would go to work, and then when he would get to his hotel, he'd put on a playlist and fall asleep, and then all my stuff would play. So, yeah, something to think about if you want to help me a little bit just by doing pretty much nothing except spending a little bit of, I guess, electricity or battery power. Thank you for anybody that does that. So that's how you make money with YouTube. The other way, which is like offset way, would be sponsorships, which I still don't have any sponsorships. I did have a couple of people contact me to collaborate. I did a collaboration for the first time this year with Vegiga, a Vegiga bed. So that's kind of cool. People, companies send me stuff and then I can try it and let you all know whether it's a good product or not. I haven't been able to do a whole lot with the Vegiga bed yet because I put it together right before like that winter hit, and it's been a rough winter. So I wanted to plant in it before it got freezing cold. That didn't happen. So there'll be more Vegiga videos to look forward to in the future of me planting in them. That's how I'd make money, would be sponsorships, which I have none of those yet. And then the ads. So please, please, at least watch one, maybe two of the 15, 20-second ads. YouTube, depending on how long your video is, they'll put different ads into different places. And sometimes they'll put like a 30-minute ad in somewhere. I'm not saying, unless you're asleep, you know, putting on a playlist unless you're asleep and you don't even know what's happening. But I'm not saying you gotta watch those 30-minute videos. But, you know, a couple of the 15, 20-second ones. So the 30-minute videos would make me a lot more money. It'd be like, you know, 50 cents as opposed to 2 cents for like the 15, 20-second videos, you know? Like, I don't make a ton from each of these ads. It's like a couple of cents per ad you watch. But with enough people, that stuff adds up. So, you know, if you could do that for me, I'd appreciate it. I also wanted to thank anyone who has left a comment, who has left, you know, click that thumbs up over and over again. Anybody that has shared my videos. I got shared a lot more this year, which is awesome. That's all that stuff is helpful. So all that stuff, when you share a video, when you like a video, when you comment, every single thing that you do like that shows YouTube's algorithm that you like my channel. And so they think, well, there's something about this channel that people like. People are sharing it, people are liking it, people are commenting and interacting with her. So maybe we should put it higher up in the algorithm. And what that means is when you go on YouTube and you get all those suggested videos, they're gonna put me on other people's suggested pages so that they might click on me. Because unless they're specifically looking for a video that I have done, like let's say for example, winter sewing, how to winter sew. My video might pop up and the other 100 people that have done a winter sewing ones in that list of theirs, they might scroll and eventually find me. But if YouTube thinks that, oh, this is a gardener, people are enjoying watching her, let's put her on this person that likes gardening, let's put her on her. So then it introduces me to somebody new. So the more you like, the more you comment, the more you share on your Facebook, on your Instagram or whatever, just share a YouTube video of mine, the more I'll get put out there. So the more I'll grow. So thank you in advance for helping me by doing that, even more than you already do. Just putting that out in the universe. So I am going to get into some numbers. I usually do tell you how well I did, like number-wise, how many new subscribers, all that, blah, blah, blah. How much money I actually have made. I'm going to tell you all that. But I do want to put out here the main reason, I think I said this a little earlier, like I started YouTube, of course, for a little bit extra cash. I've said this in the other ones, but when that didn't quite work out, because it did take me 13 months to even get monetized. But when, you know, the money thing is, because you'll learn, I'm not motivated by money, clearly. But when that didn't work out, another reason that I started YouTube was just to meet different people all over the world. And I didn't realize how far I would get to reach and make friends. I've got friends in Norway. I've got friends in Sweden. I have friends now in Australia, Austria. Just, they're all over. I think I just messaged someone from France. I'm inspiring people to do things, and you are sharing that with me. Like, for example, I just posted a video about winter sewing, and I think I posted it on Facebook, and then someone underneath left a comment of a picture of their daughter was winter sewing some snap peas, I think they were, peas, in a little jug, which it was precious. It was precious to me to see, you know, I'm inspiring little people to enjoy winter sewing. Or I've gotten several comments about people where they're just like, I didn't realize there were so many tomato varieties, which is exactly what I really want to inspire people to grow different kinds of tomatoes, not the boring stuff that you get at the big box stores. There's so many cool breeders out there breeding new stuff, and then also those really old heirlooms with the great stories. I was reading about one last night, Gorbies. There's going to be a lot of cool stuff in my garden this year. I'll just say that. So I am very excited for this next year coming. I hope to inspire y'all to grow even more new varieties of tomatoes, more varieties of peppers, just lots of winter sowing, lots of flowers. My YouTube channel is kind of eclectic. There's a whole lot of gardening, but I also really enjoy other things. Like, I like traveling, and so when I travel, I like to share my travels. So hopefully there'll be some of those videos this year. So now that I've started in on that, I'll just tell you what to look forward to. With the tomato stuff, I started a series called Tomato Concentrate, which is where I deep dive and show you the plants as they're, you know, progressively growing, and what the fruits look like, the shapes of them, their health, blah, 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 blah. So it's Tomato Concentrate, like I'm concentrating on different tomato varieties. Yeah. Play on words. And another thing to look forward to is hopefully 2025 is going to be my year for gardening content, because last year was good. I won't say it was bad, but the heat and the drought hit and really wiped out my garden prematurely, like really prematurely. Over at Materville, my other garden, it got eaten by deer. So fencing's going up, and I'm praying that Mother Nature is not mean to us like she was last year, and gives me some rain. I am very hopeful 2025 is going to be much more impressive, let's put it that way, than last year was. I'm hoping that I'm planting enough varieties and that, like I said, the weather will do me right, that I can do even more taste tests this year. So I think Ben and I did 15 or 16, and I want to do at least 20. So that's one of my intentions. I'm going to try hay bale gardening again, so hopefully I can get some videos of actual hay bale gardening. I put up a couple of things, but again, they dried out and the tomatoes didn't do all that well in them. I also want to do some videos on how to hang lawn keepers, which I was planning on doing this year. I did do a couple taste tests on lawn keepers, so lawn keeper tomatoes, if you don't know what I'm talking about. I grew about, 15 varieties. I'm planning on lessening that a little bit this year to maybe like 10, and then doing more than one of each of those varieties, and I want to show how I store them and hang them, and then again, taste tests. So they're going to be all new. I'm not going to grow any ones that I grew last year. There's tons of lawn keepers, so I'm excited to grow some new ones, save seeds from them. I still want to do some crochet videos. I have yet to do that. I've recorded a couple, but have not edited them. Canning videos. I'd like to do a couple more canning videos of different recipes. Of course, I like to do the vlogs, just share my days with you. I always think they're fun. I put tons of information in them as I go along through my day. So if you don't watch my vlogs, you're missing out. I do talk about lots of fun, interesting things. I think. Maybe not. But like I'm planning on doing very soon, like fermenting some hot peppers. Maybe I'll make a video of that, try and make my own hot sauce. Also, like I said, this goes along with traveling. I've got this new passport book. So it's like passport to all of the national monuments or national parks, national parks, all of the national parks. So Ben and I are planning on doing quite a few of those when the weather gets nicer again, you know, close by, and then also doing some traveling to different places and actually just trying to, so it's like a sticker and stamp book for adults. So if I go to those places, they have stickers that I can put in my book and also a stamp to say that I've been there on what day, and I just want to fill my book up. So I have several of those videos recorded. I've shared a few, but there's like 3 more that I haven't edited. I'm telling you, I have a lot of videos that I just neglect editing. And I just don't have time. Like, I'm trying to edit things that I think are, I don't know, more important for my channel. That's another struggle. Also, another intention of mine is to do more lives. So that was an intention last year. I kind of failed on it. I am still doing my live once a month with Lauren, Tomato Talk Live. But I have to do one, or I intend to do one once a month by myself. And I've already done one in January. It was Winter Sew With Me video. If you haven't watched that, I thought it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. I don't know why I don't do more lives, because I always enjoy myself. I always enjoy the one-on-one while you guys are there chatting with me. So I don't know. I can't get out of my head with those for whatever reason. But I intend to do more. I've already got February planned. February's live is going to be with Mr. Benjamin. We're going to do like a Valentine's Day edition. It's going to be, I've already got like a list of questions. There was somebody that posted something on Facebook about like their relationship. So different questions about how you met, like who's more this, who does that more, blah, blah, blah. So I thought that would be fun to go live, and then you all could ask questions if you so desire while we tell you about ourselves and our relationship. So he's agreed to do a live with me in February. I'm not sure when in February, but I do need to schedule that. I guess I could do a little bit of a year in review. I guess maybe I should put this before my goals or my intentions, but year in review. So I hit 3,000 subs this year, so that was pretty cool. I have done Tomato Talk Live with Lauren, where the Tomato King himself, Craig LaHolier, he came on our show 3 times this year, so I thought that deserved a place in this list. I thought this year was, you know, it had a lot of ups and downs, so, and I try to share the ups and the downs with you, so I did share, you know, the garden fail, about how the deer got in and ate everything. I also lost a few pets this year. So I say pets, I lost 2 chickens, and then my beloved bear passed away. I did put up a video about that because that really wrecked me, and I was having trouble recording anything for like, I don't know, a week and a half. And I thought, you know, I should share why I'm just down in the dumps. But yeah, her birthday, she would have been 12 years old on February 10th. So it's coming up. So I was thinking about that today when I was scrolling through. I was trying to look to see what kind of videos I did last year, what I could maybe talk about. So this isn't necessarily YouTube, but I feel like YouTube and the Facebook page, Tomato Lovers Collective and Swap, like a lot of you are on that too. So when something new happens with the Facebook group, like we started Gardening Lovers Collective and Swap. So if you're not like obsessed with tomatoes, but you like to garden, do flowers and all that stuff, we did start a Gardening Lovers Collective and Swap. It's kind of, we did like a soft start of it, and it's still kind of just, there's not as many goings on in it just yet, but I think once we start spring, it's gonna blow up. So I'm very excited for Gardening Lovers Collective and Swap, because I can post about all my flowers and stuff, where I couldn't do that in Tomato Lovers, because if it's not a tomato, you can't post about it. That's exciting. So if you all don't know, there is a Gardening Lovers Collective and Swap Facebook group now. If you're a part of Tomato Lovers, go check out Gardening Lovers, because you're gonna see me on there a lot here soon. Let's get into some numbers. Okay, so in case anybody is curious, let's see here. Stats for the year. In the past 365 days, so I actually put these numbers down, I think it was last Thursday. So it's been a week since, so they might have changed slightly, not a whole lot. In 365 days, I had 200,067,749 views. So that's where people clicked on a video and watched it. They didn't have to watch it all the way through, but I think there's a certain amount of time they have to watch it. I had people watch 27,304 hours of me. That's a lot of hours of me. So I look at that number and I think that is pretty awesome. I got, in 365 days, 1,304 new subscribers. So that's pretty awesome. And then, I got 2,255 comments. That 365 days, I made $1,718.22. And that's before taxes. So, in the entire, so it's a little bit more than half of what I made the previous year. Because I've been on YouTube 3 years, but I've only been monetized not quite 2 years, because it took me 13 months to get monetized the first go round. But 3 years total, I've made, it's just like $2,800 and some change. So $2,800. So I am clearly, my motivation is not money. This is not something that I can survive on, obviously. $1,718 in an entire year. That is what I make. I make more than that in 2 weeks at my regular job that I only work 3 days a week at. So in 6 days, I make more than that. So I think I've said it before, my goal to when I started YouTube was hoping that I could make a little bit of extra cash, enough that maybe I could only work 2 days a week. I said it last year and I'll say it again. I am far, far, far from that goal. And that's okay. Will I make it someday? I don't know. I'm still hopeful. But if I don't, where I'm at right now, the relationships that I've built, the friendships that I've made, the connections, just the amount of joy sharing with people and then them sharing things with me is enough. It's very much worth it for me. So I'm just going to keep doing what I like doing, sharing what I like sharing, and that's that. So I always like to be transparent with, I know that some people think that the amount that I'm putting out videos and stuff, maybe you think that I am like raking it in. I wish, but that's not the case. So what is the last thing? Okay, so usually I'll end these anniversary videos, or I say YouTubeversary videos, with a little bit of fun facts about me or something. So I'm going to do it again. So what did I want to say this year? I wanted to share with you who inspired all of this to begin with. My gardens and then the YouTube. So I stumbled upon Jess from Roots and Refuge. It was in the winter. And I spend a lot of time inside during the winter because it gets pretty cold where I live. One day I stumbled upon one of Jess's garden tours in 2019. She'd started these tours in the summer of 2018. So this was not long after she started to kind of get popular. And I fell in love. It was like her first garden tour. And I absolutely fell in love with the fact that there was all these tomatoes, because she was showcasing all of her new tomatoes. And I thought, oh my gosh, there's tomatoes that have stripes. There's green and ripe tomatoes. What? Like you can eat them ripe green and they're tasty. So it was then I thought, oh, I'd like to grow some of these. And then I was trying to figure out where I could put a garden, because we just expanded our yard, bringing dirt in. And all we had was this like steep hill. And I was like, can I terrace it? I asked Ben and he was like, I can try. So that's where it all began. Jess inspired me to start growing tomatoes. And then after that, I thought, well, I like flowers too. Let's see if I can grow flowers from seed. Like she taught me how to grow from seed. She taught me how to trellis, because I trellis on T-posts or on cattle panels like she does. So a lot of her methods are because I started watching her channel. And then I started seeing other people's channels, M.I. Gardner, James Prigioni. And, I learned different things from different people. But she just can capture. She can capture me. and just inspire me. And she's a speaker. She used to be in ministry. She knows how to give speeches and inspire. And every one of her videos, there's always something that she says that really makes me think. If you watch her, you might hear me touch upon some of the things because it's made an impact on my life. So I like to then share how it's impacted me. But so she's the reason, the garden. And then I had wanted to do a YouTube long before that. But when I started gardening, I thought, okay, well, this is something maybe I can do. Like, I can share my gardening. And then it became I can share just whatever I want because YouTube is YouTube. It's me tubing, you know. I don't know if that made sense, but okay. So enough of that. Another fun fact. I used to despise Mexican food and I love it now. What is that all about? I don't know. Like back when Jade was younger and stuff, because everybody else loved it. His family loved it. A lot of my friends loved it. And they'd be like, let's go to the Mexican restaurant. And I just did not want to go. And I don't know what happened, what shifted, but like there's like 2 Mexican restaurants around where we live, and I absolutely love them. I love, is it arroz con pollo? Pollo? I don't know how to, I'm sorry. But I love that. I love fajitas. Honestly, I will eat whatever, chimichanga, I'll eat whatever anymore. I don't know. And then Chipotle. That's another level of deliciousness. Chipotle, I like actually create, like my mouth is watering now thinking about Chipotle. They put that cilantro rice in there. Oh my gosh. And that corn salsa. Oh, I want to go get it right now. And I'm so excited because I'm pretty sure my area is going to get one. So, you know, I'm going to be hitting Chipotle up once a week now, you know. So I can't wait for it to be like actually here. They haven't built it yet, but there's talk that we're getting a Chipotle and something else. I can't remember. What was the other thing? Panera bread. Oh, if we got those 2 things, because I love Panera bread too. Okay, enough of that one. So I didn't like Mexican, and now I just can't get enough of it, apparently. It's just an odd thing to dislike it as much as I did, and now love it as much as I do. Whatever. Another food, I don't like Indian food. Who knows, someday I might fall in love with that too. But for now, I still dislike Indian food. Another thing. I think I said this. I want to travel the world. A goal for my YouTube would be to sort of like, I don't know, trip people sponsor me and send me places for me to video the places that I go. Like that would be the all-time YouTube thing is that they'd be like, hey, do you want to go on this cruise and, you know, vlog about it? And I'd be like, yeah. And they pay for it. Wouldn't that be great? I don't even know if that's a thing, but that would be so cool. But yeah, I want to travel the world and, but I don't have all the funds to do that. So some travel company sponsor me, please. Another thing about me you might not know, I am not competitive, like at all. Ben is the opposite. Like he wants to make everything a competition, and I'm just like, I don't care. You can win. He hates that. He wants a competition, and I'm not. I just don't care. I've never cared to win. Like even when I was in sports, I just wanted to play the game. I realized that there was a goal to win, but if I didn't win, I just didn't really care. If we did win, I still didn't care. I mean, it was like, yay, we won, but I was just like, I don't know. I'm just not competitive. I like to do the things I like to do just because I want to do them. Does that make sense? Is anybody else like that? Because there's a couple of family members and boy, they don't like it. Like when we play and I'm just like, I mean, I can sometimes smack talk a little bit, but in the end, I just don't care if I'm losing or I just don't care if I'm winning. I don't know. But that's something about me. I'm not competitive. Ben is. The last thing I'll tell you, I don't think I've ever divulged this, is a couple of my guilty pleasures. Okay. So I enjoy things that have like videos, books, whatever, that have vampires or werewolves in them or witches or just, I don't know, that supernatural kind of stuff. So I was really into Twilight when that came out. I was really into the books. I was into the movies. I was really into Vampire Diaries. I am now, like, I'm rewatching The Witcher, which, by the way, Henry Cavill I feel like was the best Superman. So odd. But I don't know. There's something interesting about, like, with the Witchers, they live for a really long time. I don't know. Something about living forever and loving the same person forever. And I just don't know. Not immortality. I don't know. It's just a guilty pleasure and I like it. I also enjoy romance novels too. Like, let's just say it. Ben's grandma used to call them sex books. So she enjoyed the sex books too. And she would always ask me, have you read any good sex books lately, Jen? She's passed away now, but I just remember those conversations where she would tell me, do you have any, I'll borrow them. Because I remember, I think there was one time I was reading 50 Shades of Grey, and I don't think that was her, she liked that old timey, the cover of the books, and there's a damsel in distress, and half of her chest is out, and the guy, he's like all buff with long hair and no shirt on. It's like the same book cover for all of them. I don't read a whole lot of those, but like, I don't know. I did enjoy 50 Shades of Grey. There's a few other series that aren't very popular, but I like those too. I don't know. Guilty pleasures. I am someone that will read a dirty book and like it. I don't know. I don't know if that's TMI. Is there anybody out there with me that I will read those stories, or am I just a weirdo? This is 43 minutes long. Oh my gosh. Ugh. I don't know why I do this to myself. I have to edit this now and put this up like in the next 2 hours. Okay, well, that's gonna be it. I'm gonna end this. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned. I hope you liked learning a little bit of my guilty pleasures and a little bit about, YouTube and all that good stuff. And happy YouTubeversary to me. Happy 3 years. So thank you all for sticking with me. Thank you all for continuing to just whatever it is that you do at this point on to support me. I appreciate you. I see you. Thank you for being a friend. I will catch you in all the other videos that I'm going to put up for the rest of this year. Enjoy your day, everyone. Bye.